Hello, today I'm going to be taking a look at Atomic Mass Games' Marvel Crisis Protocol, and this time I have the Kings of Wakanda, yes, Kings, Black Panther and Killmonger. So, T'Challa and Killmonger. This pack contains bases, team cards, crisis cards, affiliation cards and tokens, and tactic cards. Have a look and see what we get. Nice bit of cardboard, bags and paper. So we get the read this first, and then the build instructions. So Black Panther, there's only 5 steps to get him onto his base. Killmonger, 7. A couple of additional steps because he's got a cat with him. I think if you remove the cat, there's 3 steps that go away by himself. Although step 3 is add all of his limbs. So not particularly egregious either way. Have a look at what we get in the actual sprues. So again, you get 4 of the bases, crumpled cans, paper cups, and some nicely cast scenic bases. Nice crisp detail on them. And a choice of 4, so you can choose who gets what. Then, T'Challa himself. So, decent level of detail on there. There's not much detail on T'Challa anyway. So obviously he's got his vibranium tooth necklace. Some detail on the claws, and then the sort of chevroning around the gauntlets. Comes with a bit of a rubbled base to stand on, and then kneeling down, so short and sweet for T'Challa. Killmonger is the more interesting of the two. So let's see. 2 heads for him, 2 hair, and 2 cat heads as well. So some sprues will randomly include doubles for no reason. There they are. Sometimes they put them on, sometimes they don't bother. He comes with his spear and, I suppose, cleaver. Good level of detail on the boots. Decent detail on the panther. Although, say it's a little soft, but it's difficult to tell until you actually get it off the sprue. Again, the body's not much here for the cat sitting. Killmonger himself stripped to the waist. Again, tooth necklace on him there. Nice musculature. That was tricky to get out. I'm assuming his cat is a robot, because it doesn't quite look natural. Difficult to say. Time will tell, or perhaps these cards will. So we get 15 tokens. Nice quality on them. Centered for the die cut, which is nice because there's nothing worse than having them off center. We have Black Panther. So fast, movement long, 6 wounds, 4 in defense against physical, 3 and 3 against mystic and energy. He has King of Wakanda. So after an allied character rolls attack, defense, or dodge, it can spend 1 power. If it does that, it may re-roll 1 of those dice. Mantle of the Black Panther. When making attacks, he can reroll any number of attacks dice this turn. He has Pounce. When he's thrown short, it does not suffer damage if it collides with another character or terrain feature. It can only be used once per activation. And Vibranium Armor. When defending against physical or energy, you add blanks to your defense roll as successes. So that's very good. Injured Black Panther. No real change there. And we have Killmonger. So a bit slower than T'Challa, but otherwise comparable stat line. He has Vibranium Weapons, so you gain power equal to the damage dealt, and he has Pierce as well, so you can cancel success, changing into a blank. He also has some special rules, so he has Charge. Immediately after making a move, he can take an attack. Focused on the kill. If the character makes an attack roll against the character it's already made an attack against this turn, he can add 2 die to the roll. That's quite good. And kill count. When the this character dazes or KOs an enemy, it gains kill count token, and when it's attacking, it may reroll 1 die for each kill count token it has. That's good, because that doesn't say you're discarding those kill count tokens. They're just stacking up over the course of the game, so you really want him in there causing some lasting damage. Again, damage side, same as the previous side. So we have the Wakanda affiliation card. So to gain that, you only need Okoye, Shuri, Black Panther, and Killmonger. We have Battlelust, Usurp the Throne. So let's have a look. Battlelust first. It's reactive. At the end of a move action made during the allied character's activation, the moving character can spend power equal to its size to play this card. The next attack made by the moving character, this activation, adds dice equal to the attack, equal to its size, and if it deals damage after the attack is resolved, push the character away short. That's quite good. Better for bigger things, but still quite good. Usurp the Throne. So unaffiliated. Killmonger can spend 3 power to play this card. This round, Killmonger adds 2 dice to his attack rolls, and when attacking an enemy character with the highest threat value, if he dazes or KOs that character, he gains 2 VPs. If there's a tie for the highest threat, Killmonger's controller chooses the one to be affected. That's very nice, especially with Killmonger's kill count. There's one Wakanda specific affiliation, which is obviously Wakanda Forever. Wakanda Forever! Any number of allied Wakandan characters can spend 1 power to play this card. Each character that spent a power may immediately perform an attack with a power cost of 0. That's very interesting. Presumably, if we take Killmonger as an example here, I wonder, does that mean, I would read it that you can perform one of your attacks at 0. The alternative is, it means you're picking one of the 0 attacks. I must have a look and see if they've actually specified that somewhere. Each character that spent power may immediately perform an attack with a power cost of 0. No, I imagine it's this. You just get your 0 level attack for free, but potentially if you're running a Wakandan affiliation with all of them on the table and they all pay in, that's 4 attacks coming in one turn that people aren't expecting. We have a crisis card as well. So this is an extraction threat level. So Mystic Wakandan Herbs, Fact or Fiction. You place 2 herb asset onto central points in map A. Place 2 vessels, targets of opportunity, on the other 2 points. You score 4 VPs if an allied character is holding the herb while contesting the vessel during the cleanup phase. Character holding a herb cannot perform more than one action or one move action per turn. Adds 1 die to its strike attack rolls and has passive immunity to slow and stagger. Herbs placed furthest from the player's board edge and vessels placed closest to the player's board edge are their herbs and vessels. So it's quite a nice little Wakandan specific extraction threat. So I'm going to go and put these miniatures together, and I'll be back in a moment to see how they look. Welcome back. So I have Black Panther and Killmonger built. They went together very easily, actually. Have a look at Black Panther first. There wasn't a huge amount in his build, as you may remember. The little rubble piece he's standing on, you don't really need it. If you don't particularly like those chunky bits of rubble underneath him, you could put him straight to the base. He has a peg at the bottom of this foot, but there's nothing under this toe. And because it's such a straightforward model, with poly cement you can get it down onto the ground quite nicely. There's not a huge amount to say. A little bit of filling will be required around the bottom of his bum and his thighs if you like that sort of thing. But otherwise the actual join lines are fairly well masked. The likes of this one at the arm and the companion on the other side are hidden by the chevrons on the gauntlet. So all in all, it's a quite nice little model, fairly easy to build, no major issues with it. Killmonger, a little bit more intricate. Issues with Killmonger. His head. Did I have issues with his head? No, I didn't have issues with his head going on. Some of them are very small connection points, which means there's more rotation. Even though they're only supposed to go together in one direction, you can rotate them fairly easily. As you can see though, because Killmonger is uncovered, you will need to fill this, and you will definitely need to fill or file the torso, because the torso has quite noticeable mold lines where the 2 seams have come together. It's not a major issue, but where they've hidden it on other models, and most of the other models are wearing some form of suit or clothes or armor, so even if you see a seam running down the side of their body, you can get away with it. Because he is bare-chested, the mold lines or the seam lines are more noticeable on him. But overall, he's quite nicely detailed. His Robo Panther dog cat thing, I'm not sure whether it's supposed to be living or a robot. I assume it's a robot. I'm not aware of it from the comics, because I didn't read a huge amount of Black Panther. But the seam line on it running right down the middle of the body is hugely noticeable. And I suggest cleaning, filing and filling him before you put him on the base. Again, Killmonger, you really need to have him on this step. If you always get the choice of bases, if you don't put him on one with a step, you're going to have to rest his foot on his cat, because if you try and put him on a flat base, he's just pointing at the ground like that. There's no other way around it. So unlike the others where they have something for them to stand on, Killmonger doesn't come with that, so he just has to be given a step base. But again, nice models from Atomic Mass. So it'll be interesting to see how these pair play out on the tabletop. Obviously you can run Wakanda as an affiliation now, or you can mix them in with your regular Marvel's Crisis Protocol teams for a bit of variety. So let me know what you think of Black Panther and Killmonger.
Go ahead and check out our other content on screen now. And while you're at it, why not hit subscribe and remember to ding our dong. Go on, you know you want to click it. Go on.